human rights campaign. Look, y'all know how to make a gal feel loved. I am so happy to share this special moment with y'all. First, I gotta thank our dinner chairs. Give it up for them. Our HRC boards that are in the house, give them a hand clap. And of course, our phenomenal staff for making tonight happen. Give them some love, y'all. And truly a special thanks. I've got a lot of family in the house, but I especially want to thank my mom, who's here. Hey, Mama. And my beautiful wife, Becky George, who's here tonight. I love you, boo. My friends, it has been a whirlwind year for our nation. And I gotta say, it's been a whirlwind year for my family, too. 1 year ago today, my wife's father, George Varghese, passed away suddenly. We flew to India to honor his life, but his passing changed our lives. It served as a stark reminder that our time here is short. It matters what we do. It matters how we live. And at a time when LGBTQ+ rights are on the line, it matters what we fight for. Yo, my father-in-law, he embodied the possibility of America. He crossed an ocean to create opportunity for his family, and now, because of his sacrifice, Becky and I can have the life of our dreams. And now, because of his sacrifice, we are going to elect Kamala Harris and redefine what it means to be proud of America. His story, our story, is only possible in this country. We are standing on the shoulders of giants who came before us, giants who believed in the possibility of America and were ready to fight for it. I wouldn't have my family without Becky's father and his belief in the opportunity that America could afford his daughter. We would not have this movement without Harvey Milk and Miss Major and the sacrifices they made. And we wouldn't have this historic opportunity to elect Kamala Harris without Fannie Lou Hamer, without Shirley Chisholm, without Hillary Clinton, and without Joe Biden. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. We are living in a moment that shouldn't exist, my friends. It's unique, it's unlikely, but it's ours. And let me be clear, this moment that we're in, it is not about us and them. This moment is about you and it's about me. It's about how we fight for freedom in ways that are big and ways that are small. You know, my wife and I, we recently moved to a new neighborhood. We in the suburbs, y'all. They got backyards. You know, we weren't even close to unpacked when we hung our HRC sign in the window. And I know it's an act so simple, but it was so significant for us. Because it wasn't that long ago that the idea of a black woman and a brown woman married, living together, raising our son was completely unimaginable. And then when we came back from the Democratic National Convention, y'all, we put a second sign in the window. And that sign had 3 letters that read USA. And here's why that mattered. The attacks on the LGBTQ+ community, they have one purpose in this moment, and that's to limit our freedom, to shut us out. But we will not let them, because we reject the lie that freedom is only for the few. Because we know that queer Americans are Americans, period. Because we know that this country is as much ours as it is anybody else's. We know that pride and patriotism are the same damn thing, my friends. So I don't know about you, but in this moment, we are reclaiming both of them. You know, for the first time in what feels like forever, it feels like we have a chance to turn the page on all the division and divisiveness, all that chaos and confusion. And in its place, there's something else that's bubbling up right now. You know, it's a feeling that's kind of hard to pin down. It's warm, it's fuzzy, it's a little ticklish, you know? That feeling, that's hope, y'all. That is pure, unadulterated hope, my friends. For the first time in a long time, we are remembering who we are as Americans. This is a nation of immigrants and innovators, a nation of dreamers and freedom fighters, and when it comes to progress in the United States, we do not play around. My God, we put a man on the moon, we can certainly put a woman in the White House, can't we? Because that's what we do in the United States of America, y'all. Now look, don't get me wrong. The American story is as incomplete as it is complicated, especially for our communities. Too many of us have been looked over and locked out and left behind in America. Too many of us have been shut out by our government, crushed under the weight of systemic racism, shut out by our nation's anti-queer laws. But in this moment, I'm asking you to believe in the possibility of America. I'm asking you to believe in the possibility of us. I'm asking you to fly your patriotism right next to your pride, my friends, because lesbian, gay, bi, queer, and trans folks, we have always been here. I gotta remind somebody there would not be a civil rights movement without Bayard Rustin. Do you know that? I came to remind somebody there wouldn't be a Stonewall without Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera. I came to remind you, you wouldn't have Fast Car without Tracy Chapman, y'all. We have led companies, we have transformed culture, we have served for office, and we have fought in this nation's wars. We have fought for this country, even when it hasn't fought for us. So no extremist can deny my love for America. You better clap for that, yes. I'm not letting them take it away. But I also gotta say this. This ain't reality TV and love is not blind, all right? We learn from our history, our full history. That's how we love America. We fight for equality for all. That's how we love America. We push to ensure that this nation lives up to her promise to us, to all of us. That's how we fight for America, y'all. And with Jim Crow barely in the rearview mirror, with abortion bans still on the books, we are about to elect the first black woman, the first South Asian woman, the first woman ever to be president of the United States of America. Because that's how we love America, y'all. That's how we love this country. That's how we love this nation. Yes. My friends, Vice President Kamala Harris has been standing with this community her entire career. Remember where she grew up, y'all, in a little middle-class town in the heart of the LGBTQ movement in the wake of the Compton riots. Remember who ran her first campaign? It was Jim Rivaldo, the political mastermind behind Harvey Milk, who taught her the power of hope and the importance of coalitions. And y'all, once she got into office, she showed up and showed out for our rights every chance she got. She prosecuted hate crimes and officiated same-sex weddings. She supported the Equality Act and investigated the death of a trans woman in ICE custody. And as vice president, she helped pass the Respect for Marriage Act into law. And as one of her first acts as the Democratic Party's nominee, she picked Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate, y'all. How about our coach? Speaking truth just as good as he can call plays, doesn't he? But here's the bottom line. Kamala Harris loves America. She believes in America and she believes in us. She's willing to fight for the nation she loves and all, I said all of its people. Now on the other side, Donald Trump doesn't love America. Donald Trump doesn't believe in America. He wants to erase us. He wants to ban our books and break up our marriages and bully our trans kids. But my friends, we are here. We are queer and we are not going back. We are not going back. There are 75 million equality voters in this country who prioritize LGBTQ plus issues at the ballot box. That's more than the number of registered voters in every battleground state combined. We can decide the future of this nation. We just have to show up. This election, yes, this election is about so much more than Donald Trump. It's about two different visions for America. It's about two different futures for our kids. Two different futures that will be manifested generations to come. I mean, look, we can have a 34-time felony-convicted wannabe white nationalist dictator in office, or we can have a White House that looks like America and fights for all of us. We just have to show up. We can have a Congress that continues to hate on pregnant people, or a Congress that codifies Roe v. Wade into law. We just gotta show up. We can have state houses that demonize our trans kids, or we can have schools that welcome and support those same kids. We just have to show up, HRC. We can have workplaces that abandon their commitment to inclusion. Or we can have workplaces that understand that inclusion is the backbone of innovation and success. Are you ready to show up for that? Are you ready to show up? And I gotta say this, that's why tonight we have over 1,000 corporate leaders in the room. Give a hand clap for them. We've got companies like American Airlines and Apple here tonight, like Match and Macy's. We've got Lyft and Lexus. The Walt Disney Company is here tonight. These companies became iconic through inclusion. That's why they're here with us. And so many more. You better shout yourself out, yes. But here's the thing that gets me. Meanwhile, there are some companies right now that have the nerve to turn their backs on the programs and the people that made them profitable. Yeah, give a side eye on that. Like dykes don't ride bikes. Like queers don't drink beers. Like sissies don't drive F-150s. So to our corporate allies here tonight, you are on the right side of history, my friends. We see you, we appreciate you, we know your commitment, and we are gonna stand strong with you as long as you're standing strong with us. Isn't that right, HRC? That's right. So y'all, I'm getting to sweating, so I gotta close it up a little bit so I can take some pictures and stuff. But look, let me close with this. Anyone that knows me knows that I grew up in the church. Okay. And there's a verse from Scripture that reads, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning." Joy cometh in the morning. Ain't that the truth, y'all? And what I've come to learn, especially over this last year, is that joy doesn't just appear. We bring the joy. So every time we declare who we are, we bring the joy. Every time we declare what we love and who we love, we bring the joy. Every time we step out in the highest of heels and the tightest of bow ties, we bring the joy. Every time we smile, we laugh, we dap, we kiss, we bring the joy, y'all. So here's the thing about joy. It is contagious, my friends. It is unstoppable, my friends. It is revolutionary. You know, joy is a trans kid seeing themselves represented for the very first time. Joy is a same-sex couple saying "I do" in front of their community. Joy is an LGBTQ employee bringing their full self to work without fear. Joy is that ripple that becomes a wave. It's that spark that ignites a movement. It's that force that transforms our world. And here's what else I know. This joy I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Donald Trump can't take away my joy, y'all. J.D. Vance can't take away my joy, y'all. No cynic, no critic can take it away. So HRC, are you ready to spread joy? Are you ready to spread joy? Come on, let's take our joy to the ballot box, y'all. Let's take our joy to knock some doors, y'all. Let your joy get you on your feet because we got work to do, HRC. Is anybody ready to work? Come on, y'all. When we fight, let's do it with joy and let's get free.